Welcome to Superhero Stories. I am your host, Captain EJ. Today, you're in the Honeybee Neighborhood, waiting for a visit from the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog. I saw a blue swoosh just over those mountains in the distance, and that means Sonic will be here soon. All you have to do is close your eyes, get cozy, and listen to the sound of my voice. Captain EJ will be your guide. This story is brought to you by my friend, Mrs. Honeybee. Let's begin. You are here enjoying a ski trip high up in the mountains with Captain EJ. As you whoosh down the side of the snowy mountain, navigating around trees and other skiers, the sun peeks out through the clouds and shines a spotlight on two gigantic ski ramps that sit side by side just up ahead. You look to Captain EJ, who looks back at you. Great minds think alike, and right now you're both thinking that you're going to hit this jump like the professionals you are. Approaching the ramp at high speeds, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel the coolness of the winter air coming in through your nose. Your chest, your spirits, and your feet lift. Slowly breathe all the way out through your mouth and glide off the ramp up into the air. You do at least 2 backflips as you fly through the sky. Captain EJ does his flips, and you both land at the same time back in the snow. You two laugh all the way down the mountain, attempting to race each other and knowing that it'll likely be a photo finish. Before you get to the bottom, you notice another skier behind you that is somehow managing to keep up. Without looking back, you and Captain EJ speed up and take a sharp turn. The skier keeps pace effortlessly and inches too close for comfort. This is strange and needs to be stopped. Someone could get hurt skiing at such high speeds if they don't have the skill that you and Captain EJ do. Instead of letting it go on, you and Captain EJ turn your skis and come to an abrupt stop. Soft, powdery snow flies up all around. You're breathing heavily and looking around when the skier behind you suddenly crashes right into you and Captain EJ, just as you suspected they would. Once the cloud of snow settles, you can see that this isn't just any skier, it's Sonic. Thinking that he's here for a race, you and Captain EJ hop up onto your skis to get a head start and leave him in the dust of your shredded snow. You look back to see Sonic piled under snow, struggling to unbury himself. He's waving his arms like a snowman and you laugh at his antics. Sonic always brings a boisterously good time, and right now is no different. But you're not going to let that distract you because you are determined to try to beat Sonic at a race. It's never been done in the history of your races because he is super fast, but you're convinced it's not impossible. You continue down the mountain as Sonic rushes up behind you at what feels like lightning speed. Every time you look back, he's swerving all over the place and waving his arms, yelling out to you. Captain EJ wonders if there is something wrong or if that's just an elaborate ruse to distract you from the race like he did last time. You and Captain EJ gracefully end the run and hobble over to the ski lift for another round. Standing under the turning gears of the ski lift overhead, prepare yourself to be caught by one of the benches with Captain EJ. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and quiet yourself inside and out. Then slowly breathe all the way out through your mouth and let yourself be taken up by the lift. You sink into the seat and situate yourself next to Captain EJ. As you're lifted up into the sky, you both make funny faces at Sonic since you technically did just beat him for the first time. Using all of his vocal strength, he shouts out that this time doesn't count because this is a mission. You and Captain EJ turn to each other, wondering if he said what you both think he said. Before you can simmer on that thought, Sonic appears as a blue flash above you, zooming along the wire of the ski lift at incredible speed. The tone in his voice is somber and you know something is wrong because he's never one to be quiet. You and Captain EJ make room for Sonic on the bench and he catches his breath. Before he says anything, he makes you and Captain EJ admit that the race didn't count. This is the more familiar Sonic you both know. You admit to it even though you don't agree because there might be a mission at hand. Sonic looks up to the peak of the mountain that you can see getting closer and closer as you're lifted up to the top of the slope. You can now see snow kicking up like dust storms at the very top. Sonic says there is an avalanche starting and it's moving fast. He needs your help clearing the mountain of all the skiers, and quickly. He knows no one else could possibly help, so he came to you and Captain EJ immediately. You both instinctively move to action and slide down from the lift. Standing at the top of the double black diamond slope between Sonic and Captain EJ, you three look down to see all the innocent skiers who have no idea what danger they're in. You strategize. Together, with your speed and your strength, you should be able to ski all the way down the mountain and pick up as many people as you can over your shoulders. You'll stack them if necessary. With a plan of action settled, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Feel confidence in your abilities swell in your chest. Then slowly breathe all the way out through your mouth and push yourself down the slope. One by one, Captain EJ and Sonic ski at the speed of light and pick up other skiers like you're playing a video game. Zooming to the left, you grab one. Zooming to the right, you grab another. One by one, you empty the mountain of innocent victims. On the third run down, the vans you sent for arrive. Fleets of vans wait at the bottom of the mountain to drive all those who you rescue to safety. You and Sonic think your task is done, but Captain EJ does not join you in the van. He stands at the base of the mountain looking up. The dangerous avalanche has already begun. There are 3 more skiers higher up in the mountain. When you look up, you can see them too. There's no time to use the lift, so Sonic looks directly at you and Captain EJ and wrings his hands like he's rolling dough. A blue lightning flash zaps out from his hand and surrounds you and Captain EJ with a brilliant blue light. Sonic has gifted you Sonic speed. Now you can run just as fast as him. Together, you, Sonic, and Captain EJ zoom up the mountain to retrieve the last 3 skiers. They are aware of the avalanche but are struggling to outski it. Instead of running away from harm, you and Captain EJ, along with all of your superhero friends, are accustomed to running right into danger. This mission is no different. Once you get the skiers, the avalanche snow is nipping at their heels. You, Captain EJ, and Sonic whisk them up over your shoulders. While you're gathering them, the snow catches up to you and whites out everything around you. You can't see Sonic or Captain EJ, but you know you are all going to get out of this. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose. Flex each of your muscles to gather in your strength. Then slowly breathe all the way out through your mouth. Let your body be soft as snow as you zap like blue lightning out of the avalanche alongside Captain EJ and Sonic. Together, you whoosh down the mountain, outpacing the avalanche enough to work in another jump off the ramp. As you approach, the skier on your back shrieks and asks what you're doing. You reassure them that you've got this as you launch off the ramp, do 3 flips, and land right in front of the van that will drive your skiers to safety. Everyone is cleared from the mountain just in time, and you 3 are the last to leave, like heroes usually are. That concludes our story. I can't wait to see you again. Captain EJ, over and out.